Hello, my name is Jeremiah, and I'm here to talk to you about something that amazing that happened throughout my entire lifespan of like 20 years. When I was born with autism because my grandfather, for one, said that there was something wrong with this child. And at the age of 2 years and 10 months old, I was finally diagnosed with autism because I was a nonverbal child. And I know one thing is that I loved routines. I loved doing the same thing over and over, like walking in the same direction, throwing rocks in sewers when I was a kid. And what made things really interesting was the fact that I was a very unique person, even though the challenge was that I was slow at a lot of things, such as walking and crawling. Like, I started, walking when I was 5, and I never really crawled. So that was a huge challenge, but as I got older, and even when I was younger, my mom put me through a lot of therapy, and my mom tried breaking a lot of my routines too. So one day when I wanted to walk in the same direction as usual, she pulled me on to go to the other direction, and I was screaming hysterically and crying, but eventually that was the steps that needed to happen. And throughout my life, at least through therapy and at least through my high motivation and determination and high willpower of my mother, I was able to become more verbal. So I've been through a lot of different schools. I grew up primarily because my mom always wanted me to have the best education, because I've been to schools and where I was in special ed all day, and then after like K-5, then they didn't have a special ed program, so then I had to move to the next school, and then having the next school putting me through a classroom all of autistics sometimes is the best idea, because then you start acting like them, and my mom wanted me to act as normal and to live as much of a normal life as I could. And then afterwards, I kept bettering myself. Maybe it was part of my brain wiring, I don't know, but I became better and better with my high willpower and through the determination of my peers and people who've put a lot of time into me. And eventually, it's actually started in high school, because middle school I was in like special ed classes half the day, but in high school I started being in regular ed classes all day, despite it was a huge struggle. And then, although college wasn't an option at first, eventually college became an option for me. And over my life, I've broken a lot of barriers. And what I really want to start doing with my life is I want to start going and doing more public-related speaking engagements and help other people with the disability of autism and other disabilities, because I know how it feels. I have first-person hands-on experience. I know how it feels to have autism because I have it. And because I have autism, I like that it has me and it treats me to be a very unique person. And I've always liked being unique. So, although this is my first video on YouTube, please let me know on how you think about it, and if you have any questions or concerns, you can always post away at the comment box, and I can see what I can do for the next time that I log on YouTube, because I would be happy to answer anybody's questions or concerns. And for me, I'm looking for more networking opportunities to helping out people with disabilities, and at least in college, since it became an option for me. For right now, I haven't officially declared, but I want to get a degree in general management and public policy and administration, and where I would work for a non-for-profit organization, disability related, and while I would do speaking engagements hopefully on the side, because I like having fun while sitting in the workplace to help out people with disabilities, especially autism, because I know how it feels and I want to help better people's lives. Overall, my goal in the future is to start writing a book, and I've already have some ideas on what I want to put in my book. I've already started typing about my book somewhat, plus I have old papers that I've done in some of my classes, so I plan on putting some of that in my book as well. It's generally a book about my entire life and having autism and how I've broken barriers and what's worked and what hasn't, so maybe it might help out your child or son or daughter, or maybe yourself if you have autism. It's not a direct guarantee, of course, because everyone's brain is wired differently and everyone's unique, and no two people are alike. But in the long run, I have strong advocacy and independence, and I want to help you. So if you need anything, let me know. After all, I love networking because it's who you know more of what you know. The power of networking. Have yourself a great night, great day, great evening, great morning, whenever you see this YouTube video. Cheers and good luck to you all as your quest and your journey to your entire life. Because although life has many challenges, regardless of how unsevere you can become, there will always be light at the very end of the tunnel. Good day to you all. Bye for now.